Hi there, what's going on everybody? It's JB here with another episode of the Burnley Career Mode. Today we're going to Newcastle to play Newcastle in a league match, which actually, when you look at it, it actually turned out to be a very dramatic night on Townside. It's also transfer deadline day, and the first bit of activity on that day was to speak about Nick Pope. The original offer was 960 grand. Well, we decided, right, you're not having him for any less than £1 million, so we attempt to agree a deal which Leeds actually do take, so they will speak to they agree on £1 million deal. Anyway, we got to go to St James's Park as that deal subscribes between the two managers. We go over to St James's Park now. Remember, we've only lost once this season, but it wasn't going to be an easy night for us by any stretch of the imagination. The Gallagher end was going to be buzzing. Newcastle fans are always buzzing. So let's get over there. Can we avoid defeat and keep our league going? Remember, we're 2 points clear of Chelsea. A defeat we can ill afford, but Newcastle can ill afford a defeat themselves. They're 1 point beyond the outside, getting out from safety. So let's get to St James's Park and find out. Well, here we are at St James's Park. Burnley and Newcastle don't meet too much here. This is their second visit to St James's Park since 1982-83 for the Clarets. But they're coming out whacking 41 goals into the back of the net, their best return in Premier League. Against the lowest return, only 19 for Newcastle. But there were 6 goals shared between them in their last visit here back in 2015, New Year's Day no less. And Newcastle line up with Cardolo in goal. A back four of Mangala, Clark, Lamos and Idara. Richie, Hayden, Colback and Atsu with Correa up front should be needed. And obviously Joselu further forward as well. Correa in fact in the number 10 role. As for John Stutzy's men, it's all important for them today as they line up as follows. With Heaton in goal for them. A back four of Trippier, Ben Mee, Ryan Shawcross and Charlie Taylor. Andre Shearer, Jack Court, Tom Davis and Danny Welbeck in the midfield. Danny Ings and Chris Wood up front. So the likes of Cork and Brady drop to the bench. So the atmosphere here at St James's Park is buzzing and we're all ready to go. The referee tonight is Chris Kavanagh. Well, here comes Correa for Newcastle. And a good ball to find Atsu. Danger here now for Burnley. It's Atsu now for Newcastle. He scored against them in the league game. That 4-2 loss to the Clarets at Turf Moor, if you remember. And he almost got another one there. Good save from Tom Heaton. It really was. And he's turned behind for a Newcastle corner, which Matt Ritchie will take, formerly of Bournemouth. Applying his trade up in the northeast of England. And onto the side netting it was. What an opportunity that was. I think it was Joselu's header and just evaded the defender but headed into the side netting. Goal kick to Burnley. This is Ben Mee. Charlie Taylor. Can't find Tom Davis though. Here's Mucci. Newcastle starting at a good tempo here. Joselu. Little chip in there towards that too, but well read by Trippier. Now Davis. Shearer. Ings. Wood. Good ball. Welbeck's in behind the defenders. Danny Welbeck, good save. That was a really good save from Cardolo. Cutting fives, shot well with the right foot. It was going in that near post and Darlow stretched away and palmed it away. Davis. Cork. Cork, good ball. Wood. Yes! Chris Wood has done it. Back in the side tonight and strikes a great blow there for the Clarets. Cork through the middle, Wood in behind, slots it in, and that is a great introduction back into the team by Stutzy. Darlow could have given a penalty away, but the referee allows the goal, and quite rightly so. 1-0 to Burnley. And they've favored the Newcastle Storm magnificently for the first half an hour and take the lead through Chris Wood. And now Newcastle really need to strike back. And Yosu's in behind. Good save by Heaton. That was a really good save by the Burnley captain to keep Burnley in front here at St James's Park, right in front of the Gallowgate end here at St James's, and that was a really good save. So a corner to be taken by Ritchie. 4 minutes to go to half time, and there goes the header, and it's in. And it's Kieran Clark, the former Aston Villa man, in front of the Gallowgate end, who absolutely jumped for joy. He's only the 20th goal of the season for the team, but it's an important one for them. Tom Heaton did all he could to try and keep it out, but it's bad news at the moment for Burnley. Here comes the corner. It's a lovely corner from Matt Ritchie. Gets a bump of Danny Welbeck, and Heaton, despite getting a glove on it, can't keep the header out. It's a wonderful header from Kieran Clark, it's got to be said. And poor Tom Heaton can't stop it from going in. And John Stutz's team again frustrated. It's 1-1 at St James's. And it's Clark's first of the season. What really turns up the heat now on the Clarets, because that's a great time for Newcastle to strike right almost on the stroke of half time. And it really illustrates how difficult of a away fixture this is going to be for Burnley. Of course, battling at the top there, but Newcastle still involved at the other end of the table, trying to stave off relegation as Davis goes in, and good punch away by Cardalo, did really well. Now Isaac Aiden getting it forward to Correa, and now Yosselu, and Newcastle playing with real confidence. And this is really worrying for the Clarets as that ball is tossed in there. The goalkeeper getting a good fist on it, but only as far as Ritchie. Back to Colback, who can't hit them. Ritchie. Yosselu's in behind, and Yosselu, oh, he scored! Newcastle are in front. They've turned a 1-goal deficit within virtually no time at all, and have turned it around into a 2-1 lead, and the Gallowgate end is going crazy. 52,000 screaming Geordies are going absolutely wild. And it's Yosselu beating Eaton, and he smashes it into the roof of the net, and the Clarets are in trouble here. It's Newcastle 2, Burnley 1, and 2 goals right at the end of the first half for Newcastle have really turned this game on its head. It's his 4th goal this season, and how crucial for Newcastle's relegation Newcastle's chances of getting out of the relegation zone. Well, it's taken a huge boost, and that was virtually the last kick of a dramatic last 15 minutes of the first half, started by Chris Wood scoring to give Burnley the lead on the half-hour mark, and then 2 goals in the last sort of 5 minutes of the first half. First from Kieran Clark from a corner, then Yosselu, and Newcastle lead Burnley here by 2-1. Well, welcome back to St James's Park, and for the second half of this game, Newcastle attacking the Leazes end to our right, to our left rather, Burnley to the Gallowgate end. But I've never seen such a turnaround in fortunes in 5 minutes so far this season involving the Clarets, and when it's gone bad against them. And at the moment they're facing their second defeat of the season as John Joe Shelby comes over the second half, and Newcastle on the front foot, crossing it in, but a good block there by Shawcross. Now Sherlock. Burnley now will throw everything at Newcastle in the second half as they attack the Gallowgate end to the right. And here's Danny Ings in such good form. It's Ings. Oh, he's hit the inside of the post and he's bounced away. Can you believe that? How unlucky can you get? Still Welbeck on the break for Burnley. They aren't finished yet. Welbeck towards the back post. Sherlock goes it in. It comes to Ings, who strikes it and strikes it into the Gallowgate end for a goal kick. And it looks as if Danny Welbeck's race has been won or run as Colbeck comes off and Savier comes on. He now takes over the captaincy of Newcastle. And you'll see in just a moment Danny Welbeck coming off. There he is. And Robbie Brady will replace him on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side, sorry. That's a good ball towards Mitrovic, the other sub. Oh, he's done well. It's Alex Mitrovic. Oh, what a save from Eaton. And that could have been easily 3-1 for Newcastle. Away from his man, 1-on-1 with Eaton. And Eaton getting a good big left hand on it and tipping it over for a corner. And the way Newcastle are playing here, they look like the team that are battling for the title. Corrier's corner towards Lemos, off the line. Didn't cross the line, Atsu then back in. Oh my word, Burnley getting away here with a lot of murders here. And Jeff Emerick's going to come on to replace Tom Davis. The second half really Burnley have been right up against it, and now can Jeff Emerick make the impact in the last 20 minutes? Well, we've got 9 minutes for stoppage time to see if Newcastle can hold on. Mitrovic is onside, good save, and away by Shawcross for a corner. It looked as if for all intents and purposes that Mitrovic was going to make it 3, but that was the opportunity before that. Not the save from Heaton. Correa with the corner. His last corner almost led to a third Newcastle goal. It's a poor corner this time. Benatsu picks the ball up, finds John Joe Shelby, who can't hit them, and it's hit it straight at Charlie Taylor, and it's been cleared away or scrambled away. Check court comes straight into Clark. Now Correa, Mitrovic, Correa again. This is wonderful from Newcastle. Correa, good save from Heaton, and Burnley should be being beaten by 3 or 4-1. They're not getting it out. Atsu, Newcastle really fighting for their lives. It's Atsu for Newcastle, and he puts it into the Leeds' end for a goal kick. But 3 minutes, 2 minutes just about to go now, and well, Burnley really now will be hoping and praying that they can pinch a leg leveller and go away from Newcastle with a precious point. But they're giving it away, and this could be a rare defeat for Burnley. It'll be their first on the road this season. They lost, of course, to West Ham at Turf Moor, 3-0. They could be losing here by 2-1, and they have lost. Burnley lose for the second time this season, and what a result it is for Newcastle United. The whole St James's Park Stadium erupts. Disappointment for the Chorus. Is the league title challenge starting to falter a little bit? But for Newcastle's, their relegation avoidance bid has taken a huge boost. 3 crucial points for Benitez' team tonight. And Burnley back to the drawing board for their next fixture. The final score here at St James's Park, not a great night for Burnley. Newcastle 2, Burnley 1. Yeah, it's not a great game, but we can't dwell on it because we're playing Manchester City next. But before that, a video of the transfer deadline day. Join us for that. But for me, JB, hope you enjoyed this particular video. For me, bye.